Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of some Building Big with Jerm. How's everybody doing today? In the last episode, we came over here and worked out this little village area right here, built this house over here, and showed off some custom textures I've been working on. And I did do a poll in the last episode for which color I should go for, either dark or light, and the results, it was 91% dark versus 8% light. 55 people voted for light, 564 people voted for dark. So yeah, I was right about that. Last episode, I kind of assumed that the dark was going to win, and yeah, I was right. But I haven't really been doing too much work off camera around here. I have done a couple texture things. I've done a couple more saplings here. The spruce and the birch. So let's go ahead and get these really quick. We'll come over here. We'll do a spruce right here. I'm really happy with how the spruce turned out. And then birch right here. And let's get rid of that. And then bone meal. There we go. I think that looks so nice. So I basically took the original texture and then just like moved it up the texture a little bit, and then I had to fill in all the gaps, like fill the branch in, or the what's it called, the trunk. Filled the trunk in all the way down to the ground, and then filled in a bunch of extra leaves on the sides, and I'm very, very happy with how that turned out. And then the birch, that's what that looks like. I'm not 100% happy with this just yet. I think I might keep making some changes to this texture, but you get the idea. You get the basic idea of what I want it to look like. I also think I'm gonna make some changes to the oak one. I think I want to add even more leaves on top of here, just to make it look a little bit more like a small tree. But I'm not sure. I'll have to see how it looks. But in today's episode, I'm getting started pretty late in the day, so I might not get as much done in today's episode. But I was really planning on and hoping that there would be a snapshot that came out today. I'm recording this on Wednesday. And I was thinking that because all week, the Mojang devs have kind of been teasing that there's going to be a snapshot fairly soon. And, I mean, I kind of assumed that it was going to be this week, but that's okay. Hopefully we'll get it next week, or maybe even on Thursday when this episode comes out. But I kind of doubt it. But we're going to be building a windmill today, as you saw in the episode thumbnail and title, I'm sure. And I'm going to be doing it differently than I originally planned to. I originally planned to have a house kind of similar to one of these, and then just have a tower coming out the top of it. But I tried to build something like that in my creative test world, and it ended up looking pretty terrible. So we're going to go for something a little bit more simple. And then I think we might also build a fishing hut right over here on this side next to the river. Maybe. We'll see if we can get to that or not. But let's go ahead and get started on this. So I want to build up the basic shape first. And I think I need to come up about 4 blocks. Actually, I think I do 3 on the sides and then 4 in the very middle. And then 4 on these sides as well. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 right there. Like that. And I'm leaving this gap in the middle here because this is where the doorway is going to be. But let me go ahead and copy this all the way around. All right, had to go grab more cobblestone real quick, but whoops. So we're gonna go ahead and fill in these gaps right here with cobblestone blocks. And I'm probably gonna come back through later on and add some andesite to texture this thing. But we're gonna go up 1, 2, 3 from there and fill in that, and then again have a 4th one up on top right there. And then here we'll do only 1 row of 4. And then we'll do another 3 right here. All right, got that done. And now I'm just going to fill these gaps in again. And then on top of here, I'm just going to go up 3 by 3 pretty much. And there we go. That's what it's looking like right now before we get the roof on there. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and build the roof really quick. And then later on, we'll come back through and roughen this all up and texture it and stuff. And I think I actually need to add 1 more layer here. But we're gonna go on each side here in the middle and put an upside down stair like this, and then upside down slabs all the way around like this. Then I'm gonna make a ring of the full spruce blocks. Then I'll do stair here on each side, and then the slabs in the corners here. Then we'll do slabs in the middle of each of these sides here, and then make a big square of full blocks. Actually, no, that's not right. Make like a cross shape of full blocks like that, and then stairs there, there, and there. And that should be good for the roof. But really quick, while we're up here, I might as well add the post, or whatever you want to call it, that's going to be coming out the side here. So I'll do 3 like that. Go ahead and strip that. And then, might as well build the whole windmill while I'm here, I guess. So we'll do a barrel facing out like this. And go ahead and break that. And then I'm going to come out, I think, 5 blocks. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll go up 5. And then on this side here, we're going to start at the end and bring in 4. 4 fences like that. So we just got this one open block gap right here. And we're going to do that all the way around here. And there we go. That's what it's looking like. And, you know, it does look a little bit strange. I think I might want to add a block on either end of these. For some reason, this one looks shorter than that one to me. But I don't know why. I'm going to go ahead and try adding 1 on each side, though. Let's see. How does this look? I imagine it's probably a little too much. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep it like that for now. I may end up changing it later on. But let's go ahead and see what this thing looks like from over here. Yeah, that looks alright. I might end up changing the jungle wood out for oak wood. I just had a bunch of jungle wood left over from these roofs. So I decided to try it out right here. Alright, so now I want to try to decorate this kind of similar to how we were decorating the walls down here. So we're just going to kind of pile up some rubble around the outside here using the walls and stairs and some slabs probably. But I don't think I need to show this whole process because I've been showing it with the walls here, and I think most of you probably already kind of get how to do it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this whole thing really quick, and we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, there we go. Went ahead and got it all detailed out and roughened up. And we're going to go ahead and do some more detailing here. First of all, I want to add a door there. I think I want it to be a jungle door. Yeah, I like that. But let's go ahead and craft up some andesite stairs, some andesite slabs, maybe a couple more. And we're just going to go through and kind of texture this tower here. But I think I want to start from the top and go down. Wow, what is going on here? So we're going to start up here and we're going to do, I want to do like a gradient of the andesite down into the cobblestone. So we're going to do mostly andesite up here on top. And I actually want to add a window, maybe right here. So do that there. And I think we're going to do it out of a jungle trapdoor. Yeah, that'll be good. And I'm just going to go around and break out a bunch of this kind of randomly. And there we go. Get that all filled in. Get that filled in there. Now let's see how this is looking so far. Yeah, that's looking cool. I like that. I might even add some regular stone up there. I don't think I have any over here. But I might have to mix in some regular stone into that andesite. So it looks a little bit nicer. Oh, there's some pillagers up there. But yeah, just do a little bit more maybe down here. Maybe a block here. Maybe one right here. And I think that should be good. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on the back side here really quick. And we'll be back in just a minute and decorate some stuff down here around the ground. Alright, we're back, and there it is. That's what it's looking like right now. Went ahead and added in the rest of the andesite throughout, and some stone. And I think it's looking pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. Now, I want to go ahead, I'm going to make a little bit of a path right here. And I want to just do a small wheat field around this this building here. Just to add a little bit of detail and be a little bit of a little bit different than the rest of the buildings we have here. We just have big open yards for the rest of these, but I think having a wheat field around this building could be pretty cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay out a line here for the rest of this wall here, and we'll just go to there for now. And then let's just go ahead and start planting some wheat, I guess. Alright, there we go. Got this place all finished up. I think it's looking pretty cool. I like the wheat field around it. I might make like a grain, what is it called? Like a grinder thing in here, if I can figure out how to do that and make it look legit. But yeah, I think this place turned out pretty cool. I like it. Unfortunately, though, I think that's going to have to do it for this episode. Like I said earlier, I got a really late start to this episode because I was waiting to see if there was going to be a snapshot that came out today. But that's okay. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to start getting back into the normal length episodes. I know a lot of people said they prefer the longer episodes. I think I'll try to get back up to like 20-25 minute episodes soon. So hopefully I can do that. But like I said, that is gonna do it for this episode. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.